19 times in a 911 call, it's about 5 minutes, she says, I thought it was my apartment. Prosecutors put that piece of evidence in. And those were clips from the 911 call kind of spliced together. So this 911 call was originally leaked by someone when the original trial was supposed to take place a few months ago. And when that happened, a lot of people thought that whoever leaked it was trying to help the defense. So this 911 call, who does it really help here? Let me bring back in my think tank. Alan Chandler, you're in Dallas, Texas. This 911 call was leaked. Judge was upset, and a lot of people upset that they thought someone was trying to help Amber Geiger. Does that call, and 19 times I thought it was my apartment, does that help her?
It does if you're educated. If you're an educated juror, I really think it helps. I used to give classes across the country in my other job, teaching people, and it was this scenario that we talk about. 10 o'clock on a night, Friday or Thursday, and you engage in a shooting. What do you do after that? And in this particular case, it happened so fast, 2 minutes, right, before she makes the call, they arrive 2 minutes later. A lot of stuff is dancing in her head. So if you look at it, there's so many things that come out of that call, like how was she supposed to behave? What did she say? She immediately says, I need EMS. I need somebody to get here. I just shot somebody. Get her as quickly as you can. Okay, those are the right words to use. All right. The problem is she didn't follow up with that. And if you look at it legally, when I give these classes, I tell people you don't want to start jumping in and giving CPR. But that's not for a police officer. That's for a regular person. The reason we tell them not to do the CPR and not get involved with that is because suddenly you're interrupting the crime scene. You got blood all over yourself when the police arrive. You're like, hi, I'm just this person. In this particular case, Amber's a police officer, and she's like, hey, and she introduces herself right away. So the good news for her on the 911 call is she announces early and often, I thought it was my apartment. We need EMS. Get over as quickly as you can. They arrive within 2 minutes. She says it over and over and over. Oh my God, I thought it was my apartment. She's consistent in her story. Okay, so that's the good part for her. The bad part for her is most people don't understand why a police officer would not jump in and give CPR and do the other things that the average person.
Absolutely, that's what I'm thinking.
That the average person would do.
Andre, what about this? Prosecutors put this piece of evidence in. Does it help her or does it help them?
I think it helps the defense a lot. I mean, the juror's going to sit over there and look and say, what would I do after I just shot someone? Call 911, get help. She tried to do everything she can at the moment. Her blood blood pressure is probably very high. She's probably racing, surprise, shock, all of the above. And she did everything she could to get help at that moment. And I think that it shows that she did not do this in a manner that she meant to murder him. It was clearly a mistake, and I think the audio really, really helps her defend.
Well, one of the other things she says in the 911 call is, I'm going to lose my job. Who's talking about losing their job when you just shot an innocent person? Why is she saying that?
I mean, Vinny, all these things are going. She's clearly distressed, right? She's in a panic, which is not what most police officers do. Most police officers are calm, cool, collected. So she's out of her normal state. She's, repeating probably what's just going on in her head. I thought it was my apartment, right? I thought that's what people do. She's repeating what's in her head, including...
Well, what's in her head is, I'm going to lose my job, not that this man that I just shot is going to die, and I'm not performing CPR.
It shows it's not staged. It shows it's real, right? Does anybody believe, or does anybody not believe that she went to the wrong apartment by accident? Does anyone really think she went to this guy's apartment?
No, but the question is it reasonable or unreasonable how she got there? We're going to talk about that in a minute.
But she's just repeating what just happened.
Tiffany?
Right. Well, I think it's reasonable for her to be thinking of everything because she is a police officer. She's held to a higher standard than just a citizen, and she's looking at this as like, I